Hello everybody, welcome to another video. My name is Kemal AA and this is another Chelsea transfer news video for you guys, where I'm going to be spouting all the latest news surrounding Chelsea, all the big latest developments, all the news surrounding Chelsea and all the latest reports, publications, big news regarding the goalkeeping situation, the left back situation, Declan Rice, more news coming out from The Athletic by the journalists such as Matt Law, Simon Johnson, etc. Speak about Oblak and Onana, who is our official backup to Jan Oblak, getting into all those stories and reports. And later, I'm once again going to be having a double upload for you guys. Later this afternoon, I'll have a preview for our FA Cup final clash against our London rivals, Arsenal, where I'll be speaking about more detail into that. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure you smash the like button because it really helps out with the growth of this channel. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'll start off with the first big story. Now, all the stories that we'll be speaking about in this video is via The Athletic. Now, The Athletic is one of the most reliable English publications out there. 100%, it's written by reliable journalists, usually David Ornstein, David Chapman, Matt Law, Simon Johnson, Raphael Honigstein. So there's top reliable journalists that write for The Athletic. So anything The Athletic says, take it seriously. They're extremely reliable and very credible. Now, like I said, the first story I want to talk about is the goalkeeping situation. Now, what The Athletic is saying, the gist of it after reading it, is that Oblak is admired, but he does have a release clause of £109 million. I've said that for time now. I've said it for a couple of weeks that he currently has a release clause sitting at €120 million, which equates to about £110 million. And he's on over £300,000 a week. So there is already a financial stumbling block regarding that. Now, then you look at Dean Henderson, who is another viable option, as I've also stressed on this channel before. Dean Henderson is also another possibility, but Manchester United do not want to strengthen the rival, which is natural and common sense, really. And of course, we've got Oblak and Onana, who is the most realistic one in my personal opinion, because of the finances and of course the club that he plays for, having a good working relationship with Ajax. Oblak and Onana would be the easiest deal to complete, as the club are on good terms and the reported fee is about £30 million, which is a very good fee for the player that you're getting, in my opinion. I think Onana is a solid keeper. But starting off with Oblak, now, like I said, there are many stumbling blocks and barriers to getting the Oblak signature over the line. Number one, you've got to persuade Oblak to come to Chelsea. I don't think that'd be too much of a difficult task if you give him the correct wages, if you sell him the project and the club's direction. I'm working on the Lampard, and I've already convinced Ziyech, Havertz, Werner that we want to, go back to the top. I don't think persuading him would be a problem. It's just the finances. He's on over £300,000 a week, and that is the least of our worries because, we'd either have to match those wages that Atletico are paying him, or we'd have to pay him slightly higher. So you already have wages as a stumbling block already. Now, his release clause, £109 million, is going to be financially astronomical and detrimental to the club, with financial fair play. Yes, financial fair play has been relaxed, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be, used into consideration. £109 million on a goalkeeper is a ridiculous amount of money. Yes, he's the best keeper in the world, but still it is a ridiculous fee. And if you're going to spend that, you're going to have to, offload Kepa. You can't keep Kepa on the books. He's already on £200,000 a week. We splashed a world record fee of £72 million. We'd have to offload Kepa first before even considering signing Oblak, either loan him out to Valencia, Sevilla, and heavily subsidising his wages because they wouldn't pay all of his wages. And then you'd have to sign Oblak, and the whole operation of switching, offloading Kepa, signing Oblak, including wages, the whole package would cost about £200 million this summer to solve the goalkeeping situation of Oblak as our number one. I don't see it being realistic whatsoever. And added to the fact that Atletico don't want to sell whatsoever, so they're going to play hardball. They're not going to negotiate. We'd have to trigger it directly. Now, obviously, everyone wants Oblak. I keep stressing it. You want Oblak. I want Oblak. Lampard wants Oblak. Roman, it's his dream to sign Oblak, and the club want Oblak. But it's not financially realistic. Yes, if we really wanted to, we could, but it's not financially realistic. Now, Dean Henderson, of course, regarding Manchester United, they don't want to strengthen the rival. That's common sense, as logic. Yes, David De Gea is number one, but they're not going to sell their young, world-class potential goalkeeper to a direct rival competing for the title. That makes zero sense. They'll either send him on loan back to Sheffield or loan him elsewhere, or send him abroad. There is no way they'd sell him directly to Chelsea unless we offered stupid wages and stupid money, in which Dean Henderson would have to hand in a transfer request. Onana is the one I think Chelsea will sign because he's got a good valuation of £30 million for the keeper you're getting. Champions League experience, was fantastic in Ajax's run near to the final of the Champions League. Been amazing in the Eredivisie as well for Ajax, and has been one of Ajax's best players for the last couple of seasons. So I do see Onana being the most realistic one financially and as a goalkeeper. But what do you guys think? Who would you want as our goalkeeper? I want Oblak, but I think the most realistic one is Onana. Now moving on to the next story, and it is still within the Athletic, because of course I'll be speaking out all the Athletic news in the story, but it is regarding Declan Rice and of course a potential swap deal with Ross Barkley, which is quite interesting. Now Chelsea have no interest in paying a large sum for Declan Rice, but Chelsea are still keen on Declan Rice with the high hopes that something can be done. David Moyes remains as an admirer of Ross Barkley. Now of course the reason why he does admire Ross Barkley is because of the Everton days. Of course Moyes and Barkley had a good working relationship together. Now with Rice, now the Chelsea hierarchy have reported this numerous occasions on my channel. Frank Lampard and Chelsea hierarchy, they would like to sign Declan Rice. They're big fans of him, they're admirers. Of course he was a Cobham graduate, so he used to be in our academy. He's got close friendship relationships within the club. So the deal makes sense for all parties. Now the only stumbling block here is the price tag. Now it came out by reports by the Daily Mail Online and other publications a few days ago. The West Ham are commanding around £65 million for extension. As the Athletic reporting, we have no interest in paying anywhere near that sum. As I've said, I think a more realistic valuation is £40 to £45 million. Now what could help us is West Ham's dire financial situation. They have a lot of big players on big wages. They just about survived from relegation. Declan Rice is their best players, their captain. They're going to be reluctant to sell, and then they're going to be adamant they would not like to sell Declan Rice. However, if their financial situation is this bad, they may have to consider selling their biggest assets, which is including Declan Rice. So it's definitely possible. I think that Declan Rice could easily come to Chelsea. I think it's definitely a deal that can be done, but there will have to be a lot of negotiating involved, and West Ham will have to be in a very difficult and precarious position. Not to mention Declan Rice would probably have to force to move in order for Chelsea to get a reduced fee, in my personal opinion. I think Declan Rice is good. His versatility will come into handy. Playing as a makeshift centre-back for West Ham at times, and of course can play in that DM position as that, deep-lying playmaker role, shall I say. Now moving on again, same Athletic, but moving on to left-back situation. Now giving you an update. Now I reported a couple of days ago that Ben Chilwell is Chelsea's first choice left-back target, and he has handed in a transfer request. Now the Athletic reporting that of course Chelsea are optimistic about Chilwell, but they will not pay the valuation of 80 to £85 million. Tagliafico is the alternative, but Leicester City have lost the Champions League money, so Chilwell is now likely. Now that is quite significant in my personal opinion. Now, seeing as though the Athletic, who are quite a credible source, as I keep stressing, the fact they believe Chilwell is likely does suggest that there's a very good chance we'll sign Chilwell. There's a good chance he's going to hand in a transfer request. He's going to speak to Leicester chief executives. He's going to try and force the move. Now, what helps us is that Leicester never made Champions League football, so he's going to force Chilwell's hand even more to leave. And of course, Chelsea quite optimistic. Now, the problem is Chelsea, they only want to pay around £45 to £50 million, whereas Leicester, as Matt Law reported a few days ago, they want near £80 million. Now, Leicester City, Wagwan, I don't know what type of weed you're smoking, just pass them over here. Pass them here, because I'm sorry, there is no way any club is paying anywhere near, £85 million for Chilwell. He's not the finished article. He's not a world-class left-back. He is a good left-back, a 23-year-old good left-back with a high ceiling, with world-class potential, and could become the finished article. But we're not paying for the finished article. That is a type of money, you wouldn't even pay that type of money for a finished article left-back. Like I kept stressing on my live stream, there's other options such as, Gaia, Grimaldo, Telles, Tagliafico that are a fraction of the price, that are better at this current moment in time. Yes, Chilwell could surpass them and become a world-class, left-back in 3-4 years' time. But, he's had a poor season, and there's no way any club would pay anywhere near £80 million. But if he forces the move and, he hands in transfer request, and Leicester, they're more relaxed on the situation, lower their asking price, then I could see a deal that can be materialised. But keep your eyes peeled on that one. There will be regular updates on that. All the updates will be on this channel. I'll do a Chelsea transfer video for you guys, so you'll hear all the latest breaking news on this channel. So make sure you hit that bell notification and subscribe, and don't forget to smash that like button. But I'm going to be wrapping up the Chelsea transfer video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the content below. Would love to interact with you guys. And don't forget, around 3 to 4 p.m. or even 5 p.m. I will be releasing a double upload. Another video will be the preview for the crunch game against Arsenal in the FA Cup final, taking place tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. kickoff at Wembley, and giving extra bits of news and details regarding that. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. Peace.